but not really. I mean, that would be going against my First Amendment rights.
Did I use the HIPAA thing just for the hell of it? That's what they told me inside.
Yeah, so you should study up on that before you start. So let's just say they do rent this area out. They need to put up rope, barricades. Well, show me their lines.
They don't. They don't need to do that.
Kane, what's your badge number?
They don't need to do that.
Kane, what's your badge number? You're lying right now because your eyes are closed. I can tell. You are. You don't know.
I feel like arguing with you.
You're not gonna. There's no argument. So there's law enforcement and there's feelings enforcement.
You're trying to tell us what is the law.
Well, what is the law?
The law is that they have rented out this space and they are allowed to trespass people from that.
Okay,
space.
so they rented out my space. This is my space.
The city's space.
Correct. Who owns it? Who owns this space?
The city of Peoria.
Which is the people. I'm the city of Peoria.
Yes.
So this is my space.
But they have rented it out.
That's fine. That's fine.
This is still something you can go
So
on.
show me their area they rented out. That's all I'm asking.
You just pointed out.
I just explained it to you.
No, I know, but you said that parking lot and over here.
They got a permit to be here, right?
Yeah, right.
She just talked to me, an employee from the company just told me what they rented.
Yeah, you're law enforcement.
Okay.
I want specifics.
I just told you.
What's the specifics?
So stay away from where their patients are.
So what
all
if
the
I
way to where these
So what
cones
if I get on the other side of that curb, right next to the rocks, which is closer than where I was at before? That would be city property, not on their rented space, and I'm closer than I was before.
This lot goes to the sidewalk. So if you're on the sidewalk, completely fine. If you want to holler,
The other thing, sir, too, is if you're hearing, would you want, I don't know if you have a family or not, if your family is trying to get medical treatment,
yeah,
would you want your family being recorded by some individual of all their personal information, date of birth, address, what they're here for?
If I was on public property and that was happening, that situation, sure, fine.
Okay.
I understand the law. They're on my property.
Okay.
They're doing a test that I paid for. I paid for that test. You've paid for that test. We've all paid for that test right there.
Okay.
No one's paying for that test but tax dollars of us.
We're not arguing that.
So I have a right to know what my tax dollars is doing. As close as I can get or not, they can rent it out. But that's my property.
Well, you've already figured out what they're doing.
No, I know what they're doing.
COVID testing.
Yeah.
Hear me out, because this is how this argument's going, and I understand what you're trying to get at, and I understand the point you're trying to make. I really do. Okay.
Okay.
Your tax dollars also go to funding the military, correct?
Yeah.
Does that mean you have access to the military bases if you are not a member of the
No,
military?
you know why?
No.
They have restriction signs.
And so do they.
No, they
Just
don't.
put that up.
They have no. There's. Show me a restriction sign.
Not a sign. They just told
Show
you
me.
they don't want you here. That is their restriction to you.
But no, that is not. It's not.
It is, dude.
No,
I'm
it's
not.
not.
Trying to,
No. See, I could.
hard time.
Look, I have a family to go back to. This is
then go back
fun.
to your family.
No, but in my younger days, I'd walk right over there, and you guys would probably do nothing at this point. You can't do anything. But I'm not going to risk that. I'm not going to risk getting, I mean, you can trespass me from public property, kind of, but not really. I mean, that would be going against my First Amendment rights.
It would not.
You would probably lose
You
would probably lose qualified immunity at that point.
No,
Right.
that would
if
have
you want,
nothing to do with
you know what? We don't need to go down that road. If you want it,
but I could. But I
is that
could.
the battle you want to fight today?
But yeah, I mean,
Can police enforce boundaries they cannot clearly identify? That question sits at the center of this encounter. Officers argue that a private company leasing the testing site may exclude people from its rented area. The citizen responds by asking for objective proof of those boundaries before complying. Encounters like this often involve property rights, criminal trespass, and First Amendment protections, requiring officers to balance lawful property interests with a citizen's right to remain in public spaces. Watch closely and decide whether each side supports its position.
So we had 3 complaints now, and the owner has asked me to move down a bit, or she's going to call for trespassing.
where am I trespassing?
Because you're recording our patients, and they don't want to be recorded. They've asked.
Yeah, how's that trespassing?
Well, because you're in front of the building, and you're staying in front of our business.
You know where I'm at?
Yeah, you're on the sidewalk.
So what is the
mostly.
sidewalk?
But you're recording the building. They don't want to be recorded. If you're not going to move on, then we're going to make
Are you a manager here?
I am supervisor.
Supervisor? You should probably learn the law
Okay.
before you call resources that are not
When
needed.
people do not want to be recorded.
That's not my issue. Build a wall up.
But why do you want to stand here and record them?
Because I can. Are you calling the cops? Are you gonna call the sheriff?
Good morning. How are you doing? Can you hear me okay with your headphones in? Okay. My name's Deputy Simonson with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. The reason I got called out here, the dispensary here and the managers inside, they're having an issue with you filming due to HIPAA laws because some of the patients that come here are protected by HIPAA, and the customers of the dispensary are really uncomfortable with being filmed as they go through the parking lot here. I understand you're on public property. It's not private property. You're not on their property or anything like that. But due to the issue with the HIPAA violations and stuff like that, they're asking that you move along and stop filming their customers at the dispensary, okay? Do you have any questions on that? Okay, is there any issue you have with that or any reason in particular you're out here? Are you threatened by anybody or is there any other issue like that? No? Were you yelling and screaming at any customers or anything like that?
Is it Zimmerman? Is that what it is?
Sorry?
What's the last name?
My last name?
Yeah.
I'm Deputy Simonson with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office.
Simonson.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. And just like I was telling them...
You get educated?
Sorry?
You get educated?
Did I get educated?
Yeah.
So I'm going to come over here and talk to you the same way I talk to them. Obviously, you're on private or public property. Like I told you the first time I came up, you didn't, as far as I know, you didn't go inside their business or on their private property. So you're just filming out here.
Did you use the HIPAA thing just for the hell of it? Or?
Did I use the HIPAA thing just for the hell of it?
Yeah.
That's what they told me inside.
Yeah. So you should study up on that before you start spouting what idiots say. You know. What
Okay.
I mean?
Well,
I mean, this just in the future.
so they're telling me that you're yelling and screaming at them.
Oh no.
So I'm getting all the information.
But
I got from them.
even honestly, even if I was yelling and screaming at him, like if I'm on this, that's first. I mean, that's my freedom of speech, man.
Okay. But if it causes a disturbance to their business, that's disorderly conduct.
It's. I mean, yeah, you could.
I mean,
You
I
can do what
understand.
you- you
I
can do
understand
what you
you're
wanna
out here,
do.
you're riding your bike, you got your shoes on, you're clipped in,
Yeah.
you're good to go, you're out here exercising, doing fitness, practicing your right, filming whatever you want to film.
Yeah.
Their concern was, they
Yeah.
said that the
No,
customers
and
were
that's-
calling through the
and
window
honestly,
saying this is a
that's
strange
why I'm out
gentleman
here. I'm
outside.
not here to educate them on how close they are to the public property. Let's just say that.
How close they are to public property.
Public property.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And if they have issues with, if patients have issues with all that, they
Okay.
should, you know, invest in a wall or something, or you know. So I'm just educating today.
Like I told them, it's no different than you sitting outside of a Walgreens. Not everybody that goes in there is getting prescription medication. Whatever's going on in there.
Yeah,
it's a private business. You're
you
on
know,
the sidewalk. It's
yeah,
one
you
of those
should
things.
really study up on that.
Okay, as far as HIPAA laws
The
go, I
HIPAA
understand that's not something that I'm terribly...
Because the only one that can actually break the HIPAA law is the provider.
People that are
Yeah.
safeguarding that information.
I
Right.
can't.
You don't know who's a patient, who's not a
Yeah,
patient.
so if I somehow pick up something on their intercom or some paperwork, that's on them, not me.
I understand.
So just, you're cool, man.
Okay. I appreciate you talking
Yeah,
to me.
I told them not to call
there
you
was
guys.
there was a bit of a confusion when you didn't want to talk to me the first
Yeah,
time.
no,
I know
and-
you're doing your thing. You
Yeah.
don't have to talk to me.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to. You're
I
not
just-
committing any crimes. It's just I'm investigating what they told me.
Yeah.
Came out here try to get your side of the story.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
all right.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you as well. Like I said, it is private property, so please refrain from
Yeah,
going
yeah,
into that.
I'm not going on their property.
Okay.
Does entering a medical business make every person outside legally protected from public recording? The deputy relied on HIPAA, a federal privacy framework that generally regulates covered healthcare entities and their handling of protected health information, not an unrelated citizen filming what is publicly visible. Still, the dispensary could report genuine obstruction, harassment, or unlawful entry. Here, however, the deputy acknowledged the auditor remained on public property, entered no private area, had no obligation to answer questions, and was not committing a crime.